Welcome to Me and You Outside. It is trapping season here in Missouri, and if you may have seen some other videos, I caught an otter, caught a beaver, caught a raccoon. Now I'm going after coyotes. We're over here on a farm. I'm over here on a farm that we do a little hunt lease on. There's lots of coyotes, and we're going to thin them down just a little bit. I'm going to show you how I'm going to do that. But first thing I'm going to do is get some dry dirt. Now, it's been raining here the last couple of days here in this part of Missouri, and the ground is wet. I'm not worried about freezing right now. Looks like the forecast is going to be okay for that part of it. But the ground is going to be wet, so I need some dry dirt to mix with that wet dirt to get my traps covered good. Got me a bucket here. I already got a little dry dirt in there, but that's left over from last year or two, actually. Got my sifter right there. Something to dig up dirt with. I'll just show you how I do this real quick. Dry dirt is essential, especially if it's going to be freezing. You've got to have dry dirt. And dry dirt will not freeze if it is super dry dirt. If it's not very dry, it will freeze. I'm just telling you. This barn's got a lot of dry dirt in it, and I don't want to get anything but dirt in this bucket because it will ruin the scent for a coyote, and he will shy away from your set like you would not believe. But see this dry dirt right here? Look at that. That's really dry. That's what I need. All right. Show you here. Like I said, I got a sifter right here. Sift all the clots out, and all I do is just shake it in a bucket like that. Look at that dust. That's a sign of dry. It's a sign of dry dirt right there. I don't need a ton for today. I'm only going to put out 3 or 4 sets probably over here. But I'd rather have too much than not enough, right? And that's it. I'm going to do that for a little bit. Get about 2 or 3 gallons of this. More than enough. And then we'll be setting sets here in just a second. All right, I'm going to make my first set. I'm on an outside corner right here. The timber comes down, timber comes up. There's a corner right here. Timber goes all the way up through this field, and I'm on the outside corner. I'm staying about 15 yards from the timber. I'm trying to stay away from possums, raccoons, and skunks. Rainy weather, skunks like to stir. They love moving in the rain because they can dig for grubs real easy. So I don't want to catch no skunk, but it's inevitable that you will over a period of time. Got all my stuff here. I'm fixing to put this set in. I'm going to show you. I'm going to make a classic dirt hole set. And a lot of you can watch this stuff all over the YouTube, but it's just kind of fun to do. I have cleared me a spot out right here. There was a bale of hay sitting here at one time, a large round bale of hay. So it kind of left a little bit of a divot here as far as the grass goes. And so I just kind of swooped some of them away, made me a big old circle here. I'm going to put a hole right here. And I'm going to use this auger and this drill to do it because it just works out a lot better if you do. You just don't want to go down through there and just keep going, because it will eventually get on a rock or something. You don't want that. I'm just kind of digging that out, pulling it out. I can feel rocks in there because this is a rocky country here. I'll clean that out a little bit with my digging trowel. Oh yeah, it's gonna be a good hole right here. My battery about dead on my drill, so it's not working real good, but that's okay. This trowel will do it. That's the way I used to do it all the time anyways. Just like this, folks, just like this. Now I got me a hole here. Holes are always attracted. Coyotes are always attracted to holes in the ground because they like to dig too. So dig me a trap bed. I'm wearing gloves. Don't necessarily have to, but I like to because this ground is not dry. I'll make a divot right here a little deeper. I'm gonna drive I'm using what's called a wolf fang stakes, which I love. It's this right here. Drive this in the ground. Right there, drive it down the ground. When you get down there so far and you try to pull up on it, it flattens it out and it will not come up. without some serious tugging. This little tool right here is made for this. There we go. You hear that? Okay. Now I'll pull this out. I can pull on that all day long, friends, and it will not come out of there. Well, like I say, without some serious tugging. And I have a tool I can pull that out with, but it ain't easy. It's made like that on purpose. All right. Little loose dirt in my bed right there. I'm actually using a Duke number 3 offset jaws 4 spring. When the coyote gets in here, he does not get out. I'm just telling you. He does not and cannot get out. Okay. Just making sure I'm attention. Oh yeah. Coyote steps on that. He's mine. Okay. I'm gonna pack dirt around these jaws really good. Don't want a jaw tip and the coyote steps on it. Freaks them out, I guess. That's looking pretty good. All right. No tilting here. Okay. Good. I'm gonna put just a good old genuine piece of wax paper on that trap. I still use wax paper. They have all kinds of trap covers out there that you can buy. I just like wax paper. No reason. I just use it all my life. I just like it. I'm just crunching this up like that because I want it to be able to be pliable when I put it around that trap pan. All right. I'm going to drop a little dry dirt on there. All around it. A stick here. There we go. Now I'm going to mix some dry dirt with this stuff here. This is what I was talking about. Mixing it up because this stuff is too wet, too heavy. So I'm going to put some dry dirt in here with it. Oh yeah, it's looking good. All right. I'm gonna smooth this out just a little bit. Okay, my goal is to have that coyote step right there. And hopefully he does. We'll find out in a day or two. May take 2 or 3 days to catch one here. It may catch one the first night. You just never know. May take 4 or 5 days. It's fairly early in the morning here, so that's good. which tells me my scent will be pretty much dissipated, hopefully by the end of this day. And I might get a coyote here tonight. Okay. Well, there's a good coyote set right there. Yeah, I don't want to make it look too perfect, but perfect enough. There's something there to make him step over that. See, he'll step over that, step right in that trap. Okay, now the set is done. All I'm going to do now is add some bait, and I'm using commercial bait right now. Sometimes I'll use my own stuff, beaver, whatever, but I'm removing my gloves, and I'm going to put on some of these food gloves right here. Why? Well, I don't want the junk I'm about to handle and get on my hands. I just don't. I just don't. This is a commercial bait right here, like I say. Whew! Caven's Minnesota brand. It's probably okay stuff. Got a little stick right here. Put a little on this stick. Don't take much. People glob it down in there. These coyotes have such a nose. Oh my gosh. You're just wasting bait by putting a bunch of bait down in there. I put one glob in there. I'm gonna grab me some grass here. I'm gonna wad this grass up, make it look like a mouse nest. And that'll keep him from getting that out of there too easy. But he will be able to smell it, okay? Now I got coyote urine right here. Pure D coyote urine. Spray a little bit on this right in here. Not too much. Don't need much. I have other lures and stuff in here, but I'm not gonna use it. This set is complete, all right? Done. These are the nasty gloves right here. I just throw them away. I use them one time, throw them away. They're really handy. They're cheap. It'll keep your hands clean. It'll keep all your equipment clean from smelling like coyote urine and other stuff that'll make them dig your set up, because they will dig your set up. It's a good set right there. We'll see what happens. All right, I got another set going here. I'm going to do a deer deadhead skull set using this small deer here I found. This is a good attractant right here. I probably set it right here like this. It might like the farmer will come through here and see that and take it, but I'll have to let him know it's here so he don't do that. Got my trap right here. I'm going to cover it just like I did the other one you just seen. I'm going to just pack dirt around it real good. Make sure it don't wobble, move, tilt when a coyote steps on it, on the edge. Sometimes they'll step on the edge, you jaw your trap, wherever, until they hit that pan. Of course, when they hit that pan, it's over. He'll be standing right here in the morning if he hits that pan tonight. Now, another nice thing about this skull set like this is a great attractant for bobcats. 3 corners right here. And the bobcats travel these fences. And if they look over here and see this skull, they will come over here and check it out. They will definitely do that. And once they get over here and check it out, start sniffing around, bam! I caught him. I'm gonna get me a couple of sticks and put behind here. There's a good chance to come here in the morning, this skull is completely gone. Cows are good about that. They will steal your skulls. I've had them steal cow skulls. They'll do it, but if they don't, catch them. So hopefully I'll catch one here. Anyways, I'm going to cover this trap just like I did the last one. It's all redundant, just do the same thing. And stay right there. I'm going to put out a couple of cable restraints here in a minute, see how that works. All right, this is my finished set right here. The trap is right here. I had to put a few sticks back here because they will come and they will try to take this skull. I'm gonna put a little coyote urine on it, up in the nose there. If it rains or something, it'll always be there. I think that's all I'm gonna do to it. Just a little coyote urine. That's it. And that should catch a coyote right there. I guess. We hope it does. Caught many of them with skulls. See what happens. So that's it right there. Skull with coyote urine. Traps right here. Sticks behind the skull so that hopefully it'll discourage a coyote coming in that way, and he'll come in this way and step right there. That's the goal. Whether he will or not, we just don't know. All right, put out a couple of cable restraints. All right, I'm gonna put on the cable restraint here. Got some really heavy duty wire here. You got to use this heavy duty wire right like this. I've got it bent like this right here. And what I can do is I can drive this in the ground like that, and it becomes a stand. And this wire sticks up like that, and then I can maneuver this wire to hold the snare, okay? Pretty simple operation here. I'm far enough away from this fence, I'm still legal here in the state of Missouri. If I get too close to that fence, where the coyote can get wrapped up in there and choke him down, then I'm in an illegal state. So I'm gonna drive this in over here, just put that in the ground, just enough where it'll just stay there. All it has to do is just stay there, and there it is. And now, this is an awesome place here because they've been coming through here. The problem you have with these trails like this too, you do have deer come through here too, and that's kind of irritating in this situation because you don't want to catch a deer. Now, of course, you catch a deer in these cable restraints, they break loose, but it still jacks up your snare, makes you kind of mad. But those are things you can't do anything about. So yes, I could hook a deer here, and if I do, he'll, like I say, he'll break away, and he'll get out just fine. There's a real rubber ring on this right here. See that little rubber right there? This is what you hook on your wire right here. Now, see, I've got this snare, it's almost ready to go. I got to do a couple more bends to it, make sure it stays just about like that right there. Looking good. Coyote will go right through that. Then what I'll do is I'll come over here. Now I'm going to drive my stake. I got like a 24-inch stake right here. They don't have to be real huge for these kind of situations, real long, because they can't pull these out. Okay. Now, I just want to position all this, the height of a coyote. I can use some of this grass here to help hold it up, which that's good right there. I think that's it right there. Make it a little bigger. There we go. Coyote comes through here, he'll run right through that, not think a thing about it. Hopefully. Put a couple of twigs right here. That'll help guide him right through here, okay? You'll guide him right through that. That looks really good right there. You can see that. Right through there, boom, got him. Okay. That is a cable snare set. All right, I had to beat it back here to the house. I had some things I got to go do, but I ended up putting out 3 cable restraints, snares, whatever you want to call them, and the two coyote sets you saw, the dirt hole and the skull set. So we'll see what happens. And I have to close this video because if I add on my checking of the trap on this video, it'll be too long. So this is just a video of how I set the traps, kind of how you do it. And then the other video that you'll see behind this one, hopefully the next day or two, will be a video of me catching some stuff. We'll see what happens. I'm probably going to add some traps to there. I'll eventually have half a dozen coyote sets over there, 12, 15, 20 snares, who knows. But I'll eventually have that all like that. But for now, appreciate you watching. Me and you outside, appreciate you watching this video. And wherever you're at in this world, have a good morning, good day, good night. And another video, my trapping video especially, is coming right around the corner.